like straight from the kitchen, Soumya from
Right.
1 in a Million.
Always.
Welcome to the
Thank
Instapixie
you very much.
podcast.
Thank you very much. I don't know what I
And-
have done to deserve this seat, but then we don't know much about the seat, so let's
It's
see.
your seat, by the way. It's
Yeah,
your sofa.
thanks. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for being the surprise guest on our podcast.
Quite surprised. I
Yeah,
would
quite
say.
surprised. Didn't even know it's gonna happen today.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
The
All right.
producer gave me an idea of what is yet to come.
Pretty good producer, by the way.
Yeah, I'm
pretty
sure.
good
I'm sure.
producer.
And the MC also, and
Yeah.
the director also, the editor too. I've been told.
This can go
Brilliant
like,
guy.
this can go in like BTS. This that yapping we're doing right now. This is gonna go in the BTS behind the scenes.
Oh yeah. No, but I think the entire video you'll end up looking at it as a BTS only. This is good for behind the scenes only.
Yeah.
I don't think this should not come to the forefront.
It would not end up in production, the final one that we
I
put up
hope so.
online.
I hope.
All right, so let's start with like, so the premise of this podcast is to basically understand the history of 1 in a Million, the history of you. How did you come up with this amazing burger chain in the city,
Yeah.
and also a bit of an insight for future entrepreneurs. Like, if they want to come into the business, how would you like to? Like, if you want to give them some insights or some learnings that you had
Absolutely.
on the way.
If they want to take some, why not?
Yeah. So why don't we start with a brief about your introduction? Like,
I really should have thought through. Yeah. So I remember some video where they're like, if someone asks you for introduction, you should not think.
Yeah.
You should not have to think. But then look at me. So about me or about 1 in a Million?
About you, how did you start about
myself,
the idea?
I'd say it's all started in Mumbai when I was working with Asian Paints. Completed my graduation in Mumbai, moved to Goa for postgrad. Like I was liking my journey outside of Jabalpur. It was going pretty good, pretty great, because I think there weren't as many responsibilities then.
Yeah.
So, but then as soon as I moved back to Mumbai, started working with Asian Paints, once someone starts paying you, they expect so much out of you. That wasn't the case when you were studying, right? So that's when I realized that, dude, so I like doing this for Asian Paints. They've been treating me very well. They did all throughout. But then I was like, if I have to slog so much for my bosses, for the company, and just like a thankless employee, I was like, why not do it for myself? Why not
True.
give that a shot? Because I thought that was the right time for me to take that chance. I'd say maybe because I did not gain so much in the industry then, because I was started as an executive and did not really go up the hierarchy that much. I had not by then. So I thought, but then at least in my naive understanding, I thought, I've seen enough. I've had enough of the industry. You know, there's this point where you just don't want to do this anymore. So I think I reached that point pretty early, and also I felt that it was the right time for me to do it, because I just had it, and also I thought, if I must fail, I can definitely comfortably fail in the next 2-3 years, and I come back. What's the harm? What's there to lose? That was the point of saturation for me, at least. I mean, clearly, I had with the stress of working in Mumbai. I wasn't studying in Mumbai anymore, because studying in Mumbai, I was loving the city. Working in Mumbai was a different experience altogether. So so I was doing all of that work for my employer. Then I realized that if I put in this kind of energy into my own venture, put in these kind of efforts, and also the experience that I had gained while working with Asian Paints, I have this very extensive training that takes you through all the functions and everything. I think that is fabulous. That taught me 2-3 years worth of, gave me 2-3 years worth of knowledge that I would have otherwise gained in the industry. I mean, at least the concise version of it made me ready to face the industry, the hardships, I'd say, to some extent, because it was pains, right? So that industry in itself is somewhat crude. So, and I had thought that it had given me a kind of exposure, also a kind of confidence that I can enter any space that would
Right.
otherwise, remain somewhat like there are no taboos, nothing like that anymore. Let's not even go there because there are none now. Thankfully, now the things have changed so much. Everything is very open. It's an open market. It's just for you to snatch, and if you have the right kind of vision, the right kind of idea, your CV, your resume doesn't matter. I
So
think.
why Jabalpur? After Mumbai, why Jabalpur?
Right. Yeah. So, like I told you about that beating around the bush, I think I did not answer the first question itself, which was introduction of what? Banana Million. No, my introduction, right? Yes, I just quickly finished it. I thought it was time for me to give up on corporate, maybe take a shot at what I really like, which is food. And I wasn't even sure if it's going to be a restaurant or anything. I just thought I'd go back. And also my health was telling me that it's now finally time for me to start paying attention to myself. So I did that. That was the idea. I got back. Did that for next 6-7 months. I just kept thinking about what would eventually make me happy, and it had to do something with food. That I was very sure of. Was in a very good, positive sort of an environment, very sanguine. So gave me right kind of ideas. I think felt motivated also because the friends would obviously keep telling me that it's going to come, but it'll happen. It comes, things like that. So give it some time, and that's when I realized this gap, which answers your second question, why Jabalpur? Because when I quit my job, I wasn't sure whether or not I'd be staying in Jabalpur. In fact, I got some offers from a few of my batchmates who had moved on to other companies. They were looking for, or the ones who had started something of their own, they were looking for people to join their organization. So, and I was continuously considering all these offers as well. But then, so that wasn't the plan. When I had quit APO, when I had come back from Jabalpur, from Mumbai to Jabalpur, the plan was not to be in Jabalpur. It's just that when I was brainstorming about what next, what could it be, I just realized that, also because I had to some extent grown fond of Jabalpur after having experienced Mumbai in its real true sense, which in itself is amazing. Maybe I wasn't ready for the kind of stress. That was a different kind of stress altogether, because that was all the worrying and all the stress for someone else. Maybe I wasn't ready for that. I was a bit too calculative in that sense. I just kept thinking of the ROIs, and it all boiled down to, okay, after this, you would be doing the same thing from inside that cabin, and doing it for a relatively larger figure. Now I know that figure is very large, but anyway, I'm happy doing what I am. So, no, but then that's when I realized that I would not want to keep working for someone else. And if I have to, I'd come back, be more thankful for the job, because then I would have otherwise failed, right? So I wanted to fail first, and then maybe show some gratitude towards my employers, right? That time I wasn't. So I was like, there's too much work, dude. There's too much work for you, Ramya. I don't think I want to do all of this anymore. I'd rather do this for Soumya. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I just do this. I should have done this before.
You can take
I also picked the phone to put it on silent. I don't know why I did not.
That's okay.
Yeah. Sorry. So, yes, why Jabalpur, you ask? I think I have to do a lot of editing, and the next
It's
time,
okay.
one suggestion: the next time you go to whoever you go to, you share those questions with
No,
them.
we want to
so-
be like very impromptu about it.
No, but this is a lot of, like I said, like I warned you, the verbosity.
It's okay.
Just TM.
We love that. It's content
We'll
for
see.
us. It's content for us. A lot
This
of
is
content.
TMI. अच्छा ठीक है. So हाँ, ये इंट्रोडक्शन था वही जब when 3 or 4 of us we were discussing कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना. That's when I realized that जबलपुर में भी potential है, बहुत opportunities हैं भाई, and people like us, we so many of us, we decided to, like, first thing that came to our minds was let's just move out. There's not much that Jabalpur has to offer. I think we might have been right then, but now things are very different, especially after COVID, with all that reverse migration. So many industries have come back, and there are so many opportunities that have flourished. I mean, I cannot imagine people being interested in a podcast pre 17, 16. I don't know. We are yet to find out whether or not they're interested now.
Oh, they will be absolutely.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I'm
because-
sure you do a great job. I was talking about myself, but yeah. So things have changed. That's the point. So things have changed, and we realized that Jabalpur itself had so much to offer. I started looking at the brighter side of things here in the city, and I realized that there's a gap. There were burgers being made, good burgers, in fact, exceptional fried chicken that was being made in the city, still is. But I realized there was this. So all the bigger chains which are here now, and the chains which are planning to come to Jabalpur in future, did not exist then. And वो ऐसा seemingly future में भी ऐसा लग नहीं रहा था कि आने वाले हैं. So वहाँ पे मुझे गैप समझ आया कि यार एक वो QSR वाला फील, वही जो एक हर बंदा जो बाहर से थोड़ा सा एक्सपोजर लेके आता है, तो उसको नहीं लगता कि यार हमारे सिटी में ये तो है, बट एक वो सेमी गुरमे क्विक सर्विस जो होना चाहिए वो क्यों नहीं है. और दैट्स सो इजी टू अचीव, ऐसा लगता है हर किसी को, राइट, कि मतलब और इसीलिए वो एक गैप है विच अ कंज्यूमर फील्स. आई थिंक कंज्यूमर सर्टेनली फील्स दैट गैप बिकॉज they realize, I mean, they don't understand what goes behind the delivery of that product and the delivery of that service, but it makes, I mean, it seems so smooth, so seamless, that they expect it to be everywhere, to be present in their city as well. So ये मुझे ऐसा लगा कि वो QSR वाला जो गैप है वो डेफिनेटली अपने यहाँ पे जबलपुर में लोगों को हमें लग रहा था. तो मुझे लगा कि यार और अगेन जितना सीमलेस वो उसको दिखाते हैं. सो वी हैड read the case studies and everything, and we did not know it'd be that difficult, it'd be that challenging. Not difficult. It was difficult. It is difficult, but it's fun because it poses challenges every day, and you keep working for yourself. So that's great. But इसीलिए वो मुझे ऐसा लगा, उस टाइम पे मुझे ऐसा लगा कि ये एक ऐसी अपॉर्चुनिटी जिसे टैप किया जा सकता है, करना चाहिए. देयर आर very good burgers. They were good burgers. Like, they tasted great. How authentic are they? We don't know. Then again, the next question was: do the people need authentic? Are they really looking for that kind of an authentic experience? Because by India में तो are the burgers authentic? They're called burgers because there's a patty, right,
Yeah.
made out of a certain meat.
Two buns.
Yeah. So we don't serve that in India. So they are not even burgers to begin with. But तो इसीलिए उतनी authenticity को chase करने की जरूरत भी है क्या?
It's basically glorified vada pav.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for showing that real image of my product, that's glorified vada pav. I hope that my customers do not look at it as glorified vada pav. Thanks, Rohan. People won't be paying for it as much now. तो यही मुझे समझ आया कि ये वाला गैप है, और मुझे उस टाइम पे ऐसा लग रहा था कि दिस इज समथिंग दैट कैन बी वर्कड विद. सो that's how Banana Million came up, focusing only on a particular cuisine, because service पे मेरा बहुत ज़्यादा I am looking at some very good restaurants. This is then 2019. I'm looking at some very good restaurants in the city. Very good food also. We were not complaining. There was good food. But कोई सर्विस में थोड़ा सा आके ऐसा हो जाता था कि यार हर चीज़ में मतलब बैठ थोड़ी सकते हैं, बैठ के खाओ आराम से, ये करो वो करो. This is a very, I think this is a very family experience. This is something that you need people to go out with. वो 4 लोग 5 लोग टेबल देख रहे हैं, टेबल में बैठ रहे हैं, then वो मुझे लगा कि यार हर जगह हर चीज़ के लिए हर cuisine शायद इस टाइप का नहीं होता शायद. और मुझे हमेशा से जैसे took me back to my experiences as a student in Mumbai. I haven't go खाए निकलो क्या हर चीज़ में ऐसे बैठ गए, फिर उसमें हाफ एन आवर में आपका ऑर्डर आ रहा है, फिर आप उसे आराम से कंज्यूम कर रहे हो, मतलब दैट यू मेक अ डेट आउट ऑफ इट. वो चल रहा है और 3-4 घंटे का एक्सपीरियंस, बट है क्या 3-4 घंटा आरी बारी. और मुझे शिफ्ट दिख भी रहा था, नहीं है ना लोगों के पास 3-4 डे लाइक आईड रादर डू दिस. ठीक है, मेरे को नहीं बैठने का है, बिकॉज ऐसे एक्सपीरियंस इतना एक्सपीरियंस ड्रिवन डाइनिंग हो भी नहीं रही थी तब. अब हो रही है. अब क्लियरली we see that shift, right? Like there are so many great cafes. I don't know whether or not I can name names.
Oh, of course you can.
So but then there are some very good cafes. I need not actually, क्योंकि we know about these great cafes which have this amazing ambience, right? And we are now investing on ambience. और अब ऐसा लगता है कि यार ये एक्सपीरियंशियल डाइनिंग है, मैंने तेरे लिए एक्सपीरियंस क्रिएट किया है, इसे एक्सपीरियंस कर. तो पहले वैसा नहीं था, तो मुझे फिर ऐसा लगता था यार मैं यहाँ बैठ चुका हूँ बहुत बारी, क्या 3-3, 4-4 घंटे उसी चीज़ में, उसी एक्सपीरियंस में बार बार इन्वेस्ट करना. सो that's when I realized. Plus also the cuisine I am looking at, it should ideally be quick. It should not take 12-15 minutes. For the times that we've taken more than that, I'm sorry. Because I know we did. I know we did, and it's one of those challenges that when we discuss the challenges, I'll talk more about it. But it should ideally have a very quick service wala system. And I thought that the city can experience, is ready to experience some of that. I'm sure हो भी रहा होगा कई जगह पे, but specifically for that semi gourmet वाला, I just realized there's this space that hasn't been catered yet. I myself was missing a lot of this Mumbai Goa food myself. Mumbai Goa भी नहीं यार, जो students जाके खाते हैं बाहर. I was missing my food habits, the ones that which are not the healthiest. Guilty, but I was missing them anyway, and I thought that if I'm missing it, I'm sure there's so many people who have been exposed to it. And also, forget exposure, Jabalpur in itself, from when I had left, was almost 8 years. 2019 is when I started. 2011 I had left the city, so it had grown a lot. While we were busy making excuses, Jabalpur was growing.
Because I remember the first store that you had near this location.
Yeah.
It was like 1 in a million was like the underground scene.
Right.
Like
the hood,
right in
right?
the alley, the Khopcha mein, right?
Khopcha, and there was no light also.
There was no light over there.
End of the tunnel, right?
The entrance to the restaurant next to you was almost there. People were sitting with desks.
Right.
Oh, man, it was amazing. I have one more question. You're talking about burgers in the city and so much. Except 1 in a million, which burger do you think is like your favorite in Jabalpur?
Why do you do this? I should have asked for those questions. Okay, apart from which are great, I think there are elements. So I'm a vegetarian myself. I don't consume chicken. But Bittu Paji's sauce, the coleslaw that he makes, is a banger. It's amazing. It's next level. Then traffic jams. We've all had that burger, right? We keep going back for it. वो traffic jam की जो टिक्की है, the one that they use for their club sandwich and the burger. Double decker, triple decker, give me more. एक दो टिक्की और लगा दो बीच में. I love it. So that tikki is amazing. So and उसके अलावा I think मैंने ये खाए. उसके बाद फिर ये बाकी जो आए हैं, they are I'm sure they are great. But वो बनाना विलियम के शायद थोड़ा सा बाद में आए हैं.
Yeah, of course, a lot of these. So, do you still go out there and try the new burger joints?
Of course.
If you do?
Yeah.
And how do you feel?
One must. I feel challenged. Yeah. I mean, it's only fair to look at that product as uh, as competition, because your consumers, they do not have that kind of emotional attachment to your brand or your products, right? Right. I mean, you might have that kind of a relationship with many of your consumers, but eventually, free and fair market, right? People would like the market, the business would flow from one place to another, and if they're offering a better product at a better price, a better service, then there's no reason as to why one must keep coming back to it.
Coming back to that question, same one. By what thing do you feel challenged? Like, is it price or is it the food? Which one do you think like it's the most prominent? Or let's like try to reframe this question. Observing the consumers in Jabalpur,
Yeah.
what do you think like what percentage of people are like more sensitive about pricing, and what percentage of your customers are more sensitive about the taste and the quality of the product? Or do you have a mix of both?
I have a mix of both. Clearly, I have a mix of both. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because most of my consumers are students, so they tend to be price sensitive.
Right.
But having said that, price is something that in the market one can always knock you down on your price, right? And that is what is happening in the burger market right now. There was 69, and there's 59, and then now there's 49, and somebody would come with 29, I'm sure, very soon. So, and that's very easy to do, right? I mean, and so what keeps you going, I think, is that consistency in quality,
True.
which is what everybody strives for. These QSRs also are smart enough, of course. I mean, we've read those case studies, right? So we read their case studies, so they know what they're doing, and that consistency, that standardization, is what one keeps striving for, and one must, because it's a volume game, right?
Correct.
So you cannot place gourmet chefs to keep improvising the food, to customize the food as per every single customer's needs, because you would not be paid for like you deserve. Like that particular item deserves to be paid for. That would not happen because it's a burger after all. You've branded yourself as a QSR, sort of a quick service, semi-gourmet burger space. So the customer, before they walk into your store, they have a price in mind. So how much a wallet share in mind. This is how much they would want to spend at your outlet, and not beyond that. So I think it's a mix of both. When you ask me with how my target audience is placed, where is it placed? So most of them are students. So of course, price is a factor that they have in mind. But having said that, people come back for not for the price but for the taste, because price, like I said, replicate हो जाता है. Replicate नहीं हो जाता. लोग cut करके they look for, they can always compete on price, but on standardization or on being consistent, I think that's where the game changes.
So I have a question like, what is it that Burn a Million is doing different right now?
Okay. Right now, I think because of the emergence of all these QSRs, we're trying to do things with a menu which are difficult for a quick service sort of space to easily do, because for them any kind of addition to the menu would mean a lot. I mean, it would mean that they have to change the entire pyramid of things, the entire scheme of things, even the equipment, the training, the SOPs, the ingredients, everything changes. And I had aspired to be in that position earlier, but then now I like how we are growing now. Earlier I was also under the impression that I would want to very quickly multiply the stores, and my customers, they keep asking me when is the third store coming, and things like that, which is a great feeling in itself.
Yeah.
अगर कोई आप पे इतना बिलीव करता है तो कुछ तो गड़बड़ होगी. तो but that's great. फिर भी मेरा जो आइडिया इनिशियली था कि यार beyond a point, then we quickly multiply. But then that's when where I realized and I started looking at the cons of it as well, because it's a very rosy picture ना. कितना सही लग जाता है. It's become a
Franchisee
chain.
of franchisee.
हाँ, तो franchising है,
Franchisee
तो
of
chain
franchisee.
बन गई है. और फिर मैंने देखा कि चेन जो है वो रस्टी भी कितनी जल्दी हो जाती है, तो फिर मुझे थोड़ा सा ऐसा लगा. और यहाँ पे एक चीज़ है कि मैं जो बिजनेस एस्पेक्ट है, हमेशा बोला जाता है व्हेन यू एन एंटरप्रेन्योर यू लुक एट योर बिजनेस एज एन इन्वेस्टमेंट
True.
with certain returns that you must get. इतना आपने केपेक्स लगाया, इतना ROI आपका होना चाहिए. बनरमिन के साथ थोड़ी सी स्टोरी अलग हो जाती है वहाँ पे. तो लोग ऐसे जब पूछते भी हैं कि भाई दीदी क्यों, क्या है,
क्या स्टोरी अलग होती है.
सो यार इमोशनल अटैचमेंट है ऑफ कोर्स. मतलब कि बिकॉज I really did give up on a lot of things that I had planned early on while I was studying and everything. So I had made up my mind. There's no way back. And not going back home, right? Or even when I realized like this is but a small hiatus, and we're going to get back. But then we got back. There was a very different direction, which is this. And मुझे नहीं लगा था कि इतना ये हो पाएगा कि कर लेते हैं बेट, बिकॉज मैं बहुत ही मेटिकुलस टाइप के मैं बहुत ही कैलकुलेटेड टाइप के रिस्क लेती हूँ लाइफ में. से बहुत ज़्यादा कोई मेन्यू आइटम भी अगर कोई बोलता है तो
We've seen that as a stepping stone.
राइट, तो बहुत कैलकुलेटेड. बट दैट पॉइंट वो वैसा वाला था कि लिसन डूड, दिस इज इट, करना है तो इन्वेस्ट ऑल यू गॉट. और इन्वेस्ट ऑल यू गॉट इसलिए भी था बिकॉज एक थोड़ा सा लगी वाला एंगल है, बट फैमिली बहुत ज़्यादा प्रो बिजनेस नहीं है, अभी भी नहीं है. बिकॉज उनका वी आर ऑल वेरी सर्विस क्लास पीपल, सो उनका यही था कि अच्छा खासा तो जॉब था भाई. फर्स्ट थिंग इट कम्स टू देयर माइंड इज अच्छा खासा. दैट्स they never take that tone with me. I don't know why I'm being so dramatic. They never take that tone with me, but you know that there's this feeling, right, कि यार maybe you shouldn't have. अभी कर लो जो भी है, फैला लो तुम, बट ठीक है जो भी देख लेना बाद में. Always keep your CV ready. So I did give up a lot for Banana Million, वैसे उस हिसाब से. So एक emotional attachment है, इसीलिए any decision that you take is not just a business decision. अब now I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, but even when people say कि franchisee क्यों नहीं बना या grow वैसे क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो मुझे यही लगता है वो मुझे उसके वो नेगेटिव साइड जो है उसका ये दिख के आ जाता है कि यार I don't know how well someone else, which again when I start thinking from that entrepreneurial mindset, मुझे यही लगता है यार why would they not give them SOPs? That's how all the franchisees are working. But I think it's easier said than done, especially when you're in any way emotionally invested in the project, which I am right now. I have been told by many experts in the field, inside and outside of the field, that I cannot get so emotionally invested in the project because it to some extent restricts your growth, the rate at which you grow. But then let's see how that goes.
That's okay. We can. I think passion is really very important.
Yeah, I hope
While
it is
driving a
as
business.
important as the ROI.
Yeah. How did you come up with the name Banana Million?
Okay,
It's
so
pretty unique. Like
yeah, it's nice.
it is. Yeah, it's nice. Banana Million. A very like franchisee-like name.
Like I said earlier, right? The idea was to make this a franchise eventually. और बात वो सिर्फ नहीं थी. A couple of us, कुछ friends, ऐसा ही एक chill सा सेशन चल रहा था और ये था ओके फाइन बर्गर्स करने हैं, ये करना है, नाम क्या होगा, all kinds of shitty names. तो पता ही है आपको, when there are 3 very jobless people एक टेबल पे, तो the kind of content that will come out is going to be rock bottom. तो वैसे ही सा कुछ आ रहा था, बहुत खराब यार, बनटास्टिक और मतलब पता नहीं क्या ही क्या
Buntastic.
बंटास्टिक। और एक तो ऐसा इतना ज्यादा कन्विंस था कि यार बंटास्टिक तो बहुत अच्छा नाम है।
Somebody listening to this podcast can take up that name and try it.
प्लीज डू
Buntastic.
ले ले बाद में मेरे को मत बोलना। नहीं बट वो ऐसे ऐसे गंदे गंदे नाम के किसी ने गलती से बोल दिया कि यार फन होना चाहिए, कुछ अच्छा होता है और अच्छा ही होता है। आई लाइक वर्ड प्ले ऐसा टाइप का पर्सनली भी। तो मैंने वो मेन्यू में भी कहीं कहीं इनिशियली बहुत सारा वर्ड प्ले किया हुआ था। फिर मुझे बाद में रियलाइज हुआ कि यार लोगों को नहीं समझ आता है वर्ड प्ले, तो समझाना पड़ता है।
वो खाना खाने में भी word play
खाना
करना है।
खाने आया है वो, सही में मैं वहाँ पे मेन्यू में मस्ती कर रही हूँ कि सो मैक्सिकन यू शुड कॉल इट हबलपुर, और ये होता है यार सीधा उसमें क्या है वो लिख।
So Mexican.
तो ये सब चल रहा था और वो उसी अमेजिंग से ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग सेशन में कुछ 10-15 नाम बहुत, जिसमें से 14 बहुत खराब थे और एक अच्छा।
एक अच्छा था।
So
It
it
was
was
a
a
bun
tough
in a
call.
15.
It was a bun in a million name.
It was a bun in a 15 name.
बने ना 15 right? तो बने ना 15 में से 2-3 शॉर्टलिस्ट किए थे
हाँ।
अपने बैचमेट्स वगैरह के ग्रुप में, सब जगह वो थोड़ी सी एक सर्वे टाइप का, एक छोटा सर्वे, गूगल सर्वे सबसे फिल कराया और बिल्कुल करंट गवर्नमेंट की तरह मेजॉरिटी से बने ना मिलियन
एक तरफा majority.
शाइनिंग। हाँ,
एक तरफा maturity.
एक तरफा मेजॉरिटी।
That's great. Nice. So, like regarding understanding this, what is the future? Like, where do you see it going in the future? One in a million.
So I don't think there's ever going to be an absolute in all its forms, in all its senses, a QSR, and I would not want it to be that.
There's a
Now
little bit
that-
touch of that fine line वाला जो रहता है ना,
it'll
chef
keep having
touch.
it'll keep having the same is what I believe right now, but then
Yeah.
again things have
No,
been
but
changing.
as a customer, like I love that.
You love that? So
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
That's valid. That's a validation I see. That's a validation I get customers से कि यार एकदम ही QSR बहुत अच्छा मॉडल है, बहुत अच्छा मॉडल है, बट वही है कि यार रोहन उसके लिए जो वॉल्यूम्स चाहिए ना वो फूल प्रूफ नहीं है। ये मैंने रियलाइज किया है, सिर्फ मेरे स्टोर से नहीं, बहुत सारे मार्केट से, बहुत सारे दूसरे स्टोर से भी मार्केट को देख के दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव रियलाइज्ड कि फॉर दैट काइंड ऑफ QSR यू नीड क्रेजी वॉल्यूम्स,
True.
यू नीड क्रेजी वॉल्यूम्स। और एक रीज़न है ब्रो, ये रीज़न है कि उस केस स्टडी में वो बोलते हैं कि डेमोग्राफिक्स देखते हैं सिटी के, इतनी पॉपुलेशन होनी चाहिए, इतनी पॉपुलेशन इस एज ग्रुप में होनी चाहिए, इतनी पॉपुलेशन इस SEC को बिलोंग करनी चाहिए, और वो अगर नहीं है और आप एकदम आंख बंद करके, किसी ने बोला फ्रेंचाइजी अरे तू ले, आपने उधर दे दिया, बट व्हाट इट डज टू योर ब्रांड? What about the other like next 10 franchises, or what about that constant flow of income that should have happened from that point of sales, right? वो तो हो ही नहीं रहा है।
So there's a bit of consciousness in you saying कि whatever you're offering shall be beneficial not only for the consumer but also for the franchisee owner, and that's the
I think a good business is one wherein your stakeholders are equally as happy. Otherwise, it's a Ponzi scheme. Otherwise, it's माल्या जी और मोदी जी कि आपके स्टेक होल्डर्स ही अगर हैप्पी नहीं है, मतलब वो नहीं, दे नॉट कीप कमिंग, और फिर वो कैसे होगा? हाउ विल इट कीप सस्टेनिंग? सस्टेनिंग तो होगा ही नहीं ना, बिकॉज समबडी a scheme like that, it's very easy to copy a scheme like that, and many can and many have in the past, not this of course, but these other schemes that people have come up with, other franchisees जिनका स्कीम थोड़ा सा ऐसे ही था, टू गुड टू बी ट्रू वाला, people have fallen for it, and पता नहीं ग्रोथ मुझे लगता है वो एक पॉइंट पे आके एकदम से जस्ट नोज डाइव कर जाती है।
talking about keeping your stakeholders happy, which is the most loved item on your menu right now, which you're serving, the food that you're serving.
A few of our gourmand consumers, they really love the butter chicken. Anything that we
chicken
make out of
burger.
that butter chicken,
Butter
they
chicken
let's just
burger.
love it. Just consume it. Yeah. So, but apart from that, the fried chicken burger, the spicy paneer burger, the mac and cheese burger is a huge hit. I just made the first time I made it for myself. So when I was here, when Banana did not exist, then I was craving for a good burger. So there's this Joey's burger in Mumbai. और वो बहुत बढ़िया बर्गर्स बनाते हैं. दे आर प्रॉपर गूमे बर्गर्स. बट उनके पास एक था कुछ चीज़ वही डिनोमिनेटर और ऐसे टाइप का कुछ नाम था उसका. तो वो था उसमें दे हैड दिस अमेजिंग चीज़ टिक्की. It wasn't a mac and cheese sticky, but then it gave you that feeling of a burst of cheese in your mouth. I wanted to recreate something like that here in like for myself at my home. I had some leftover mac and cheese because वो time तो यही चल रहा था ना. I would go to the gym, I would eat. Go to the gym, I would eat. I was cooking a lot then. Now that I think about it, बहुत ज़्यादा है यार. हाँ, so उस mac and cheese से बने वो I made that टिक्की. It turned out amazing. मतलब at least for me. फिर एक दो को थोड़े easily impressed टाइप के वो भी थे मेरे. मुझे अब ऐसा लगता है कि मेरे फ्रेंड्स वगैरह कुछ ज़्यादा easily impressed थे, but they really loved it. So फिर मैंने उसको बाद में जब टेस्ट रन्स भी जब उसके किए और कंज्यूमर्स वगैरह को भी खिलाया, they liked it too. And I think it's now one of my top selling hot cake items.
How would you define like butter chicken burger and mac and cheese burger, like a tagline, if we have a tagline for them? Have you ever thought of a tagline?
Never did. But now that it's a task,
Havalpuri or something like that.
यही तो बंद करने, यही तो बोला ना मेरे कंज्यूमर.
So you might have something like that.
या तो यहाँ बाजू में बैठ के पूरा समझाओ, ठीक है, और नहीं समझाने वाले तो ब्रैकेट में लिखो डालोगे क्या, बस. So yeah, these are the things that I've learned, that I think that is the journey. जो this is where I'd say I've grown. Maturity थोड़ी सी आ गई है. पहले मेन्यू में भी नहीं थी और खुद में भी थोड़ी कमी थी. बट ठीक है, अच्छा ही है. मतलब वो नहीं भी थी तो भी ठीक था, अभी है भी तो भी ठीक है, और अभी भी नहीं है तो पता नहीं, बट सही है. तो अगर टैगलाइन मुझे देनी, इसीलिए मैंने कभी टैगलाइन वगैरह के बारे में सोचा नहीं, क्योंकि कस्टमर बोल ही देगा इसको हटाओ. यहाँ प्राइस लिखो, प्राइस. तो किसके लिए? बटर चिकन बर्गर के लिए. बटर चिकन के लिए आई डोंट यू कम अप विद द टैगलाइन बिकॉज it's your favorite item. You can do it better. And why should I be the only one running the cogs? You, Mr. Editor, should do that too. So you think of something for the butter chicken burger. I think of the mac and cheese because I think that's enough work for one day.
For one day.
Yeah. Mac and cheese के लिए
I'll come up with the butter chicken one. It's a pretty lame tagline.
I'm sure.
It's a pretty lame tagline.
Yeah,
Like,
but I
didn't
think
give
that's how it should have been.
Yeah, it's I didn't think much about it. It's like gravy, butter chicken gravy in a burger, served hot for a butter chicken cravings,
Yeah.
butter chicken and burger cravings, something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh shit.
That's exactly
That's
what
a
I.
very corporate tagline.
Yeah, it is very corporate because that's how I look at it.
That does what like it delivers the purpose.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
exactly why I have it. Like,
Right.
if I want to have a
It's
burger,
so corporate. It just tells you what it does. So that's nice. Very, very colorful, very
mac
drab.
and cheese burger, something I came up in my kitchen.
Oh yeah, that's nice. This is better. Now you're talking. Mac and cheese, the ultimate companion for late night munchies. Mac and cheese munchies, something like that. Yeah.
Right. So moving on to the next section of our podcast, where we like just give some for any entrepreneur who's trying to like start a QSR business. Any of the learnings that you have that you want to share with any future entrepreneurs who are trying to get into this industry, like anything that you didn't know about and you learned about it later on, and you think that that's going to give a really good head start to a new guy. What would that be? Three.
people
Let's
who-
start with just three.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 points.
I told you how that numbering those 3 points goes, right? You just want to give the MC those 3 points, but then you go everywhere. But okay, fine. I'll try and enumerate. 3 points for the ones who are trying to enter this space, right? I think your offering has to be different. I think that you have to differentiate yourself from everything that is being served in the market. There has to be differentiation. You have to give the population a reason to come to you and keep coming to you. So the product has to be different. That's for sure. The product, the service, the ambience. People have played with either or all. Brands have done that and they've succeeded because they were different.
True.
Yes. So that is one. Second is consistency. I think definitely because you got them to enter the doors because you were different, but you keep having them, you keep serving them, you keep calling them back because of your taste, and also, I mean, you might have that 99 kind of a taste, not the 100, but if it's consistent, people would know that there would be no surprises.
So
that's,
differentiate, consistency.
You've got to be consistent, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you keep striving for that. Then again, I think that's where the QSRs, they make it very difficult for other people to stand at same level, same pedestal, because they're very consistent with their SOPs and everything, and that is what makes them expensive. Also, like from a franchisee, from a franchiser's point of view, it is expensive because of all the training, all the SOPs that go into. That's a different discussion altogether. And so you should also strive to achieve that because that is something that people love. I'm sure there are better burgers that one can have in Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, Delhi than a McDonald's or Burger King for that matter. They definitely are. But they know there won't be surprises. I'm just not in a mood to experience sucky food. Let's just go to a Burger King or a McDonald's, have a meal, call it a day. Because it's burgers after all, right? It's not a gourmet experience.
So
yeah, you please help me out with it has to be different, differentiation, and of course the consistency. And yeah, I think the third part would be coherence, cohesiveness in everything that your brand has to offer. You must not confuse your customers.
correct.
I think it's very important that you do not confuse your customers because so I'm telling you the things that I have not liked about a few of the brands while I was exploring, while I'm out there experiencing food. Is that you tell them something, you give them something, menu says something else. I don't think you should do that because the customer just doesn't have that kind of energy, that kind of time to invest in trying to understand your product, your brand offerings. They would not. They simply would not. And also if they're confused, they would not give you a second chance. You might be making amazing food. Your preparations might be out of the world, something that city is not experienced so far. But if it's very difficult for the people to comprehend, the ones that are coming to you, and also if it's a smaller target group, which is the case in Jabalpur, like there are only so many people, right? You have to keep having them come back to you. So if these guys are confused, the first or second experience that they've had, it has not been great, they might not give you a third chance. Yeah.
So can we say coherence or cohesiveness, right?
Yeah.
Can we like simplify it by saying like everything should vibe with each other? All the components
Absolutely. Yeah.
should like be in the same
Go on.
symbiosis.
Right. Make it all Gen Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the audience we're trying to tap into, right?
Right.
So-
And you want them to keep coming back to you, clearly.
Keep going back to us. Yeah. All right. So the last section of this podcast, we have like the surprise section where we ask you about Insta.
I think I
Picture.
was surprised all throughout the podcast.
Even I was. It was
Yeah.
a very impromptu decision. So this section is about just 3 questions regarding InstaPixie, right? So you've been a
What's
customer.
InstaPixie,
What's
Rohan,
InstaPixie?
by the way? Please tell us more about InstaPixie.
we'll have a
And here
different
to tell us
podcast.
more about InstaPixie is Rohan himself.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's 2 of us, by the way.
Right.
So we can do a different podcast for that.
Yeah.
I'll
please.
definitely share the link with you. And
I
once we
don't
do
think you'd come back to me after this, after having seen the results of this discussion.
No,
I don't think you're coming back. Not even for the butter chicken burger. You'll be like, phone pay kar bhai, niche se leke nikal.
that. No, that's not the case. Trust me. Okay, so
Okay.
you've been a customer of InstaPixie like for months. So, what has been? Why did you give us a chance? Why did you think like I should try this? The honest one.
Okay, first thing is you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you asked for the honest one. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to.
No, I won't cut it.
Okay, but then first thing is you. That's where you got me listening, and I think that's to begin with. That's the first challenge for anybody. But उसके अलावा क्यों? क्योंकि I think everything that the agency was doing for me was something that was tried already. So influencer marketing, even if it is happening right now, I'm sure it is happening someplace, somewhere, it hasn't been done effectively.
True.
Or if it has been, it has produced no results for me in the past, sadly. Influencer marketing at least. तो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि every time I looked at my marketing budget, मुझे यही लग रहा था कि यार कुछ आ नहीं रहा है.
Result
ये
कहाँ
क्या
है?
मतलब ये नहीं, इससे अच्छा तो मतलब वही होगा कि दीदी ऑफर चला दो, दीदी ऑफर चला दो,
हाँ.
जो कि नहीं. बट तो वही मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि ये एलोकेशन जो है, बजट एलोकेशन जो इस चीज में जा रहा है, इस फंक्शन में जा रहा है, इज प्रॉब्ली नॉट परफॉर्मिंग वेल इनफ एंड देयर इज पोटेंशियल फॉर मोर बिकॉज देयर इज सो मच हैपनिंग. यार देखते तो वी आर स्पेंडिंग, एवरीबॉडी इज स्पेंडिंग सो मच टाइम on social media these days. Bhai, bahut, everybody, and I mean, why are my parents so much on glued to their phones so much, more than our generation? Ek chal kya raha hai?
7.5 hours a day.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, an average Indian spends 7.5 hours a day on social media.
Thank God they banned TikTok, यार. अगर 7.5 घंटे वो देखते तो फिर क्या होता?
Reels is back. Instagram all the way, baby.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 7.5 घंटे is. I can't. Are you
Imagine,
sure?
yeah.
7.5. I'm sure because you must have done your research for InstaPixie. But yeah, 7.5. Oh my God. So imagine that kind of time. And what is coming out of all of that time? मतलब मेरे लिए तो कुछ भी मतलब ठीक ठाक fair share जा रहा था उसमें, उस फंक्शन में इन्वेस्ट हो रहा था. ROI उतना अमेजिंग नहीं था, वही हो रहा था जो सब जगह था. वही मैंने बोला, कोई डिफरेंशिएशन नहीं था. और एंगेजमेंट भी वही वाला कि आफ्टर अ पॉइंट यू नो दैट राइट कि वो तो वही है, वो 6 लोग 7 लोग पक्का एंगेज
Agency
होंगे. हाँ, एजेंसी वाले कि पता नहीं मुझे. नहीं तो वो
Trying to be
6-7
politically
लोग
correct.
जिन्होंने किया है वो गुस्सा ना हो जाए कि अरे हम एजेंसी वाले नहीं हैं.
Trying to be politically correct.
Yeah, always.
Always.
So हाँ, वो समझ आया मुझे कि यार it's not performing as well. So I think you also entered the market at a time when people have had I know people must still be investing in the agencies, but I think you gave me, at least to me, you gave me a perspective that this is what this much sum of money can gain for you on social media if you invest it the right way. So सही तरीके से if you allocate this money, if you budget it right, so then this is all the things that you can achieve. So of course I was sold to the idea, wanted to experiment, and did that, liked it.
Here we are.
Here we are.
All right. So if
Yeah.
second question, if InstaPixie was not to exist tomorrow, how bad would you feel on a scale of 10?
यार ये क्या
There are no
ये
follow-up
कैसे-
questions for this.
I
No
hope
follow-up
not.
questions for this.
यही क्वेश्चन नहीं होना चाहिए था. ये किस तरह का क्वेश्चन है क्या यार? हाँ,
How
ये
bad
वो
would you
वाला
feel?
सर्वे है, पता है, वो जो खत्म नहीं हो जाता, जब आप नेट बैंकिंग करके आपका हो जाता है और आपका कहता है रेट यार
हो गया ना.
you don't want to know.
But still,
Close.
but still, how bad would you feel?
If there's no one else to give me similar services, then I think I would miss it.
On a
A
scale
lot.
of 10.
On a scale of 10, how much would I miss
Brutally
it?
honest,
I would miss, like, क्योंकि मेरे को very sadly डिजिटल मार्केटिंग का सब्जेक्ट तो था, बट मेरे को कभी ज़्यादा तो मे बी 8, 7, 8, 9 इनफैक्ट बिकॉज आई सी द इम्पैक्ट अगर किसी चीज़ का है तो डेफिनेटली यू मिस इट.
Anything, okay, the third
बट इफ
point.
देयर इज अ कंपेटिटर,
We'll see.
yeah, we'll see.
We'll figure it out. So the third point is what complaints or what I wouldn't say complaints, like what else do you want from InstaPixie? Like what do you think is like you need it very much, which is not there? Anything that we are not providing right now, but you really want it, that you think we can serve?
I think those insights,
The insights.
yeah, because to begin with, I wasn't very
The stories part, right? Yeah, you don't know that.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't aware that we were performing as poorly as we were before you came down and enlightened me. That's a good pitch by you. But still, I mean, I did my research also before just getting sold to the idea, because it's hard-earned money after all. So if you're
True.
taking it from one this thing and entity and putting it into some other function, so you do give it a thought. And that's when I looked at the numbers, and like I said, not a digital marketing person myself, but that's when I realized this is abysmal. It has got to do better than this. Might as well put it in some failing stock अगर यही टाइप के रिटर्न्स है तो that is what I need from
InstaPixie.
from someone who has gained that kind of insight, right? You're in that space the whole time. I can use more of those insights.
So what kind of insights do you want from us?
I would need to know what's working, what has worked, what hasn't. More than what hasn't worked. Why? Because not just because I would not do it again, but also I would try and understand कि offline space में कहीं उसके कुछ रेप्लिकेशन से नहीं थे, या वो कुछ ऑफलाइन स्पेस में ऐसा तो नहीं हो रहा है जिस कारण से वो नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट है या नेगेटिव फीडबैक है या जैसा भी. सो दैट आई नीड टू नो. मैं आई वुड लव टू नो. ये मैं अपने जोमेटो मैनेजर्स को भी बोलती हूँ कि भाई अगर ऐसा कुछ मिलता है तो डू लेट मी नो. अच्छा होता है तो लेट मी नो, बट अगर कुछ नेगेटिव होता है तो देन सर्टेनली डेफिनेटली पॉजिटिवली मुझे बताओ. Okay, those are the points of action, right? वहाँ से action points मिलते हैं मुझे. तो वो जो आप insights में ऐसा check करोगे, this is something that's not working. That's where you've got to act. What's working is great, but what isn't has to be worked upon. So that I can use, those insights I can use, what is working, what isn't. उसके अलावा also, like if you could, and now I know I'm being greedy and I'm asking for
No,
too
it's
much
fine.
probably.
You should.
But if you could act like consultants, you don't act like a man on a mission, like salespeople. Act like consultants, because what works doesn't have to necessarily, what has been working for others doesn't have to necessarily work for you or your brand. तो one shoe fits all वाला जो एक अप्रोच होता है कि मेरे पास अभी ये कैमरा वर्क करने वाला एक कैमरामैन है, मैं सबके यहाँ पे ऐसी फ्लाइंग रील्स बना के दे दूंगा. पूरा इंटरनेट भरा हुआ है, सारे ब्रांड्स का डायलॉग सेम है, सारे ब्रांड्स का रिप्रेजेंटेशन इज ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर. मतलब द ब्रांड आइडेंटिटी दैट द इंडिविजुअल ब्रांड्स हैड क्रिएटेड इनिशियली is all lost now because the agency is speaking the same language, same tone it is carrying for all the brands. So that I think that can change. And I know ये marketing agencies करती हैं लोगों के लिए, and they charge a bomb and all. But if you could do it for us for cheaper, that'd be great.
For free.
For free, if you could do it, that'd
Yeah.
be great. Because I think you have a data, you have those insights with you readily available, and what what you need to do here, again पता नहीं मुझे, but मुझे जो लगता है वो है कि वो data analysis आपको करना पड़ेगा. You need the experts who can comprehend the data the right way, read the data the right way, analyze it and share it with us. वो अगर कोई करे, that'd be great.
We'll
ये
figure out
बताए,
something
right.
pretty soon. And also, like one thing that you said regarding sharing data analysis, that was one more reason to start this podcast. So that there are a lot of stories, back-end stories we couldn't share with everybody, right? So why we are making this content, starting with you, is like we're gonna make same content with a lot of with different business owners.
You mean
So-
different industries?
Yeah, even in different industries.
Okay.
Like F&B. Right now we are focusing on F&B. Tomorrow we'll focus on jewelry and lifestyle products,
Right.
fashion.
Right.
So that not the hard numbers, I would say, but at least the emotional, or you can say the aspirational part of it, at least you can get a gist of that. Numbers will come to that pretty soon.
Okay.
But even like we are making content for you, like we know
Right.
you don't use social media that much.
Yeah.
But how about we give you a proposition where, okay, InstaPixie ke, you come to our social page and you can see all the businesses around. What are they talking about? What are they thinking about?
Yeah,
and stuff
absolutely,
like that.
absolutely.
Wouldn't you love that?
I would
Right.
totally.
People around you in the
Right,
same
right.
road that we have. There's so many businesses
Numeric
out there.
नहीं तो non-numeric data भी अगर है, so that also can be shared, right? Of course, yeah. That's great. मतलब अगर आप को ऐसा, और अगर क्या होगा कई बारी ऐसा, you throw so many numbers at me.
All right. So coming back to the podcast, Soumya just had a call, so we just edited that out.
Push, the magic of push.
Yes, we edited that
And also
part
the
out.
battery died.
The battery of one of the cameras
The
died. We just switched
cameras.
it on again, changed some batteries.
We are clearly very serious about
Very
this
serious
podcast.
about podcast. Yeah, we're trying pretty hard. So I think that's the end of it.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving your
No,
time.
thank you very much.
It's pretty
Yeah.
late also. And thank you for the
A bit.
space.
Right.
Pretty good couches you made.
Thank you for the amazing tagline that you gave the butter chicken burger.
Yeah, it's very corporate.
It's, by the way, it's called a description, not the tagline. But thanks.
I tried my
Thanks
best.
for all the efforts.
Thanks a lot for the opportunity, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
All right,
I loved the conversation, everything, the flow of it. Of course, I keep struggling with verbosity,
It's okay.
but that's
We love that. We want content. Right? We need more content.
hungry for content.
Hungry for content.
ठीक है.
All right, that's it.
Yeah.
We'll just slowly fade it out.